Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Vigilantes. The fact that I had to focus, to not say Vigilantes. Season 1, episode 2. Today, normally I'm gonna watch 2 episodes, episodes 2 and 3. I'm saying normally because I just pressed film, on my camera, and really 2 seconds after that, one of my neighbors began to make noise into his garden. I think that they know, they do it on purpose, they do it to annoy me. At some point, like, it has to be something like that. Someone is watching me, waiting for the girl to begin to film, to make noise. It has to be that. If not, I don't understand. I don't have that many neighbors, who have that many gardens. Guys, I think that it's not gonna be that disturbing for you, during the episode because of the sound of the television, all of that. And I think that no matter what, with the microphone being on me, you don't hear it that much, not like I do, so let's continue. I'm glad to be there to watch one new episode of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. 2 more episodes. Now when I'm watching this episode, you just discovered the episode 4, meaning that in fact, maybe at some point I'm gonna have to wait, to have new episodes. Maybe I'm gonna catch up on that first season. We'll see about it. I'm gonna do things like I did for the first episode. For the entire season, I'm gonna apply the same thing, meaning that on Patreon, you're gonna have 4 episodes of advance, 4 or 3 episodes of advance, something like that. It's really a lot no matter what. You're gonna have these reaction videos with the full reaction part, everything, my reactions and my thoughts to everything in full opacity. It's on my Patreon with the level 3. Right there on YouTube, you have only, into these videos, the intro and the review. And if you want the reaction part, it's through a link into my description. I'm still respecting the fair use rules into that video, through that link and all, because I want to be respectful with the show and all, but I'm forced to do things like that since Jutsu Kaisen and all of the things that happened because of that. But if you guys, you want to not be annoyed by that, to have the full reaction part in full opacity with 3 or 4 episodes of advance, it's on my Patreon with the level 3. I'm glad to be there for 2 new episodes of this anime, like I said earlier, because I'm glad to be back with this universe, because I think that the first episode was nice. We had the introduction of these 3 characters that we're gonna follow. I'm gonna try to say their names right. Poppe, but it's easy, it's for the girl. Knuckleduster or Buster? Can't remember. And it's Koichi, the boy. I think that it's that. They were introduced during that first episode. The fact that they are not heroes, official heroes with their licenses. I thought that they tried to have it, but they couldn't get it, that it was a failure, I didn't think that they didn't even try to get it. You know what I think about the system in place into that universe? I talked a lot about it during my binge watching of My Hero Academia. If you didn't see it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. The fact that all of that thing about getting the licenses, not everyone can be accepted into the school. The fact also that they are categorizing quirks of kids who are that young and all as potentially dangerous, and all. The fact that they are saying that some kids could be because of their quirks, that, how much it's annoying me, and I don't appreciate it. And right there, that's the proof of it, these 3, the fact that they have quirks which are cool, which can be useful, they want to be useful, but you're not letting them be useful. I still understand the fact that if you're deciding that everyone can, you know, play the hero, it's gonna be an issue because according to what rules, and also like it means that everyone can do whatever they want, so I understand that, but I think that you miss one little step, you know, before that, one little thing. Maybe that's what we're gonna have in fact, because we saw at the end of the episode Aizawa appearing and also so maybe he's gonna be in contact with that little group, and in fact some heroes are encouraging some of this little group to exist even if they are not official and they are not legal. Maybe that's what we're gonna discover. I would love it, even if I would prefer for them to be official. For them, you know, to have that pride, to have that legitimacy, for giving credit to what they do. Right now, they didn't do that much. Like, nice guy. Okay, he was doing nice things, but it was not that much. Pop Stepper, except for making concerts, you know, into the streets, not that much neither. And big guy, clearly, except for checking the tongues of people, not that much neither. And his approach with things is not that great. But I think that the three of them together, they can be good. They can be good. You have the muscle guy, you have the clever girl, and you have the young boy who is trying to prove himself. They can be a good group, I think. They were well defined during that first episode, their qualities, their defaults, their quirks, what they want to do now, you know, that mission about the trigger drug, about trying to catch the dealers. We have that little thing about Aizawa and maybe other superheroes getting involved into the situation. So yes, that first episode was promising. I'm gonna watch right now the episode 2. Again, if you want on my Patreon, you have the full reaction part, and if you're watching this on YouTube, check the description to have the link for the reaction part and come back for the review. Let's go, guys! In fact, each time it's not gonna be an hide and seek, it's gonna be a trailer for the next episode, so I'm not gonna watch them. I prefer to warn you, I hate spoilers, even if it's, you know, trailers and not spoilers. In fact, they are containing spoilers for the next episode, so I hate that. So I'm gonna check each time if we have an hide and seek. If I see that we don't, that it's the usual trailer, I'm not gonna watch it. With or without you, not gonna watch it. That was a good episode. It was maybe a little repetitive at the end. You know, all of the explanations that Papa Stepper she gave to these two boys. I'm really like, why talking like that about everything to two random guys? I'm not sure. Boof. Maybe they're gonna be useful at some point. Maybe in fact they're gonna inform you of something that they saw and they're gonna help you. We'll see. But for now, I'm really like, it was a little illogical to say all of these crucial informations to two random guys who were fighting together and causing a scene just a few minutes ago. Okay. But the first part was great. Because we had Aizawa, and for sure because I appreciate that character from OG My Hero Academia, it feels great to have him right there. Him fighting Knuckleduster, that was really cool as well. The fact that Knuckleduster has surely no quirk, that's not what it's presenting, no, I think that, or maybe he never talked about it. I had the impression that he talked about it at some point, you know. When he fell during the first episode, he said something about transforming his body, so it's not gonna hurt him. He doesn't have any quirk. He's that strong that, you know, he can fight that strong guy who is strong like a rock because of a quirk 2.0, because of trigger, because of the trigger drag. He can do that. He's that strong, even if he's quirkless and everything. Like, for sure I want to know a lot more about the three characters, because I think that they have interesting backgrounds Koichi, the fact that he's 19 years old and he's living all by himself, that I'm wondering about it. What happened, you know, to his family? What happened to his family? Since how long he's living like that? And for sure, Knuckleduster, I want to know more about him. The fact that he seems older, that he has scars, he's quirkless, but he's on that mission, and apparently since a while. What is happening with all of them, with these three characters? Papa Stepper, for sure, I want to know more about her as well. The fact that she's making concerts like that, since how long as well, and is it in fact her true passion, and she's using her quirk, you know, to serve her a little for that? I want to know more about them, about these three, and I hope that at some point we're gonna get more information about them. Even, you know, just their full faces for Knuckleduster and for Papa Stepper, we never saw their full faces, and in fact we don't have their real names as well. Aizawa fighting Knuckleduster, that was pretty cool. At some point I was really like, oh, it reminds me stuff that happened to you, which were not so joyful. Everything is alright, everything is alright. He knows what these three are doing, he's judging it, but he didn't try to stop them as well, so that's pretty cool. When, on the contrary, we have, oh, I can never remember his name, you know, Oldmite's friend, the guy into the police, who is clearly against it because it's against the rules. I can understand why, like I said it during the intro, I can understand that if you're allowing everyone to make their own justice, you know, without following any rule, for sure it's gonna be an issue. So that's why all of the system of the heroes, the licenses, I can understand where it's coming from, that system, but I don't approve it in the sense that these three, they want to do right things and they are making things right, and still you're gonna be against them, you're gonna block them, you're gonna arrest them, try to arrest them. That's wrong. I don't want for this guy and Sansa to be our enemies, you know, for this show, for this anime. I don't want that. So the office worker with the toys, in fact, was transforming himself into that big villain through that drug that he was taking, which was into the toys, to become a giant, a colossal titan. But the colossal titan didn't want to fight or kill, he wanted to play. That was a weird quirk, a funny one. An easy one to stop. Easier than the rock guy at the end, right there, that you managed to fight well. Koichi, that's really great, you know, the improvements that he's already making. Going faster, trying stuff, you know, like flying, like not really flying, but trying stuff like that to save Papa Stepper. That was really nice. I really think that with his quirk he can improve a lot in the future. I cannot wait to see how it's gonna become, like, you know, for example, Deku, when he began season 1, episode 1, like, clearly Deku, how it began for him when he had his quirk and how it is right now when he is using it, it's clearly not the same. He improved a lot, and in fact it's the same for all of the other students. So I can imagine something like that, also an evolution like that for Koichi. Maybe not for Papa Stepper and Knuckleduster, but for Koichi at least, I can imagine it. But yes, that episode was nice, was cool, but a little repetitive for the second part. All of that part, you know, with fighting that rock guy didn't help in the sense that we didn't learn anything new, we didn't do anything new, except for the police getting involved, yes, nothing new. I hope that we're gonna have something new during the episode 3 that I'm gonna watch today as well. For you it's gonna be into another video. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's already on my Patreon if you can be interested with the full reaction part, the full opacity, and with episodes of adverts. It's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now! Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Crazy.